So it looked like Nike has found himself in a world of trouble after this big-time Super Bowl commercial.
Did Nike really drop a new ad right after the Super Bowl? Fans are talking, but not in a good way. Caitlin Clark, the biggest star in women's basketball, shined in Nike's Super Bowl commercial, generating plenty of excitement. But then, Nike followed up with a promo for a t-shirt featuring her image, without even mentioning her name. Seriously, every other athlete got proper recognition, yet Caitlin was seemingly overlooked as if she wasn't even part of it.
We're going to have a couple Caitlin Clark cameos here and there just to appease everybody, okay? Just to appease everybody. That's what we're going to do. But the day after, that's when we really roll out the real commercial.
Oh, that feeling when everything is going perfectly, and then, boom, it all comes crashing down. That's exactly what happened with Nike and Caitlin Clark. One moment, they were celebrating a major win, and the next, they were caught in a social media backlash. Here's what went down.
24 hours after a big-time Nike commercial that pretty much starred Caitlin Clark and other women athletes, Nike had found themselves in serious hot water after another commercial that has been released about the t-shirt I reported on yesterday.
Picture this. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and Nike debuts a jaw-dropping commercial. At the center of it all is Caitlin Clark, shining with the confidence and talent that made her a star. Fans are electrified, and social media erupts with excitement. Applause rolls in as people cheer Nike for finally giving one of women's basketball's biggest icons the recognition she's rightfully earned.
Speak up. You can't be so ambitious. You can't break records. You can't have any fun. You can't make demands. You can't keep score. You can't stand out. Whatever you do, you can't win.
You might be wondering how Nike could make such a big misstep. Well, it gets even more shocking. Fans didn't just catch the omission, they were furious.
You wanna know what I'm selling? I'm selling greatness! Asia Wilson, 3-time MVP. We got Jordan Childs, we got Juju Watkins, we got Sha'Carri Richardson. Okay. We got Arena Sabalenka.
Champion.
Hustling is not easy, but I love it. Sabrina, I know you want a team. Thinking about it? You're thinking about it. They're gonna go fast. Kind of like the carries. I accept card. Where's the card? Come on.
Oh, wait, for what's that?
These don't come out till March. They may or may not be shirts, but if I tell you, I'm going to have to kill you. Oh, you want one of these? Nike.com.
But it wasn't just confusion. Fans were genuinely upset. One supporter didn't mince words, saying, "If you're not even going to mention her name while acknowledging everyone else, you might as well let her go and sign with a company that truly values her." Ouch. That's a tough blow, Nike.
It's reported that Caitlin Clark will be featured on a Nike t-shirt alongside everybody else that starred in that Nike commercial yesterday at the Super Bowl. Well, I'm here to tell you, they released a new ad in regards to that t-shirt and the one with Caitlin Clark with the light bulb, and she's pretty much the A. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I reported on that last week, man. Why did Nike?
And trust me, it didn't end there. The internet exploded with comments like, "You guys are a bunch of clowns at Nike." Fans weren't pulling any punches. It's as if Nike took all the goodwill from that Super Bowl ad and tossed it aside. You know it's bad when people start comparing your star athlete to someone who must not be named. That's right. One fan actually called Caitlin Clark Lord Voldemort in Nike's marketing. Now that's a blunder of epic proportions.
Actually acknowledge them?
That Nike has, and as y'all can see, that's the shirt with all of the athletes that featured in that commercial on it. Something that stood out among the Caitlin Clark fan base is them not mentioning Caitlin Clark's name at all in this whole damn ad.
It gets even more troubling. This isn't just a one-time slip-up. Fans are calling out a pattern, accusing Nike of consistently dropping the ball when it comes to supporting Clark. From delayed sneaker releases to underwhelming marketing, it feels like Nike still hasn't figured out how to properly back one of the biggest stars in women's basketball.
Just said, y'all never beaten the allegations, Nike. Why put Caitlin Clark jersey in this BS? If this lady won't say her name, and she should.
You catch that? Nike's Super Bowl buzz just took a nosedive, and fans are livid. We're talking about a fan base that flipped from celebration to outrage in record time. It's like watching a slow-motion train wreck. except this Backlash is moving at lightning speed.
So, the WNBA, heck, women's sports, it seems, has its own Lord Voldemort. She who shall not be named. Because we saw ESPN of every single female athlete that appeared during the Super Bowl, named all of them. Named every single one of them. Except number 22 from Indiana.
Here's the deal. Caitlin Clark's fans aren't just upset. They're fired up and ready to take action. The second that ad dropped without her name, social media exploded. You know how some controversies fade after a few angry comments? Not this one. This is next level outrage, and it's only gaining momentum.
After we had such a great time during the Super Bowl yesterday, this is crazy, man. I don't know who the admin is over their PR or with these commercials, but they don't like Caitlin Clark, bro. It's clear as day that they don't like her.
Let's take a look at some of the strongest reactions from Clark's passionate fan base. One supporter didn't mince words, saying, "If you're not even going to mention her name while acknowledging everyone else, you might as well let her go and sign with a company that truly values her." Ouch. That's a scorching take. Feeling the heat. Nike
said, "What a joke. I'm so over Nike. I think I will put my money in other places CC is actually signed with. Boycott Nike."
Honest, I'm not even blaming Nike at this stage. I'm blaming 22 from Indiana's agent. Because you better believe, if 22 from Indiana, like Aja, like Juju, was a member of Clutch Sports, this ad would not have seen light. This ad would not have been released. This ad would not have been released. It just wouldn't have. They named all of them. And now with Nike, they're listing out the names of this. And of course, who do they ignore? The number 22 out of Indiana. Let's take a look at the Nike commercial. And by the way, the most popular of all these sports people is number 2.
You guys are a bunch of clowns at Nike, at Soul Retriever. Somebody else stated, seriously, if you're not even going to mention her name while you mention everyone else, you might as well drop her and let her sign with the company that truly values, said Nike, and that is why you are broke. I miss the old leadership so much. Someone said, no Caitlin Clark mentioned, no money. Somebody else said, you was doing so well. Wasn't they doing good? They was doing so good. Yesterday was a class act. Oh my God. Somebody else said, well, LOL. Somebody said, Nike, it was right there. You know what I'm saying? Like
at this stage, the only person you can blame is the agent of 22 for Indiana. That's the only person you can blame, because that Nike deal is one of the worst deals. And the worst part is that Nike are fumbling so badly, is their company's on the ropes. They needed that Super Bowl commercial where she's front and center in that, but as soon as it's anyone has to speak a word out of their mouth, she's you put all the blame. If 22 from Indiana signed with Clutch Sports, the shoe's already released, she probably makes 40 mil from that shoe deal minimum, not 28 mil. And she would not have signed an 8-year deal with Nike.
I wish Caitlin nothing but the best, and I don't want to believe it's Nike, man. I really, really don't want to believe it's Nike, the brand. I want to believe it's the people that work for Nike, that keep dropping the ball on this Caitlin Clark. You're just fueling the false narrative that black players don't like Caitlin Clark, which I have to agree with that, bro. This is looking really spooky by Nike. Said, so you make this ad and you mention everyone else except Caitlin Clark. She is the reason for all of the hype. Show the respect she deserves. Can't wait for CC to go with another brand. Will respect her. Your history is bookmarked itself, but it's looking real spooky in the Nike department, bro. We have been getting late news when it comes to her sneakers, late news when it comes to her shirts, and it's just been looking real spooky from the Nike department. Looking like a lot of Caitlin Clark fans is keeping receipts with all of the nonsense Nike has been doing, man. This is wrong, and it's just unfortunate, Time and time again, we find ourselves in this Nike situation with them kind of not showing Caitlin Clark love. I'm here to tell you, dog, it's looking very spooky yet again from the Nike. But yeah, man, as y'all can see there, Nike has failed to say anything about Caitlyn, man. Like I say, it's very unfortunate coming off the day that we had yesterday with that Super Bowl commercial, getting all of the behind the scenes stuff look with Caitlyn after that commercial, and for them to sit up here, drop another commercial, look 24 hours later, and not even mention her name. The level of disrespect is at all time.